And welcome back to part 3 of our third batch of 45 RPM vinyl record picture sleeves at my media museum. And we're starting off with a really great song here, The Knack, My Sharona. I have 2 copies of this. Neither one of them look perfect, unfortunately. But this one looked a little bit better than the other one, other than the wear in the middle. I'll show you both. We'll look at this one and then we'll look at the other one. The back is a little bit plain, nothing really special there. But here's the other copy that I have, and you'll see it doesn't have the circular wear on it, but it's got a little more damage in the center of it. So take your pick, whichever one you think looks better. The back, I guess the back definitely looks better because it doesn't have that circular label wear there. And looking at the labels themselves, Cheech Martin really ruined this song for me, where he's singing his altered lyrics in the, I don't know if it was Up in Smoke or next movie, but it's hard for me to hear about this song or see this song without thinking of Cheech Martin singing his version of it. B-side being Let Me Out, but look at how beautiful that vinyl is, man. That is really, really clean, really nice. Let's just, for the fun of it, see if the other one, yeah, the other one looks pretty clean. Not as clean, but pretty good too. So, yeah, got 2 good copies of that, and I'm pretty sure I've got some non-picture sleeve copies of that as well, which do not vary. All right, Sticks Come Sail Away. And this picture sleeve is not one that I've ran across a lot of times. I've got quite a number of copies of this on 45, but not with this UFO over the boat in the ocean. That's pretty cool theme. And the back side is really nice because it shows 3 of their album covers. Crystal Ball, of course, which came before. Let me see. I'm trying to think now. I think it was actually Equinox. Okay, Equinox, then Crystal Ball, and then the Grand Illusion. And all 3 of those had some really great songs on them. But here you see Come Sail Away, and this is, I believe, the single version, 3 minutes 10 seconds. So it's got that shorter, you can even see the grooves where it's got that, yeah, you can see where it kicks in and starts jamming. The first part where it's mellow is an entire frame shorter on that version. So that's something to have. I've got the album version on 45 and I've got the original version on 45 both. I bought this originally when it came out back in the day, and I remember getting the 8-track tape for the album and being surprised that, oh, hey, this version's a lot longer than the one I'm used to listening to on my 45. That was probably one of the later 45s that I bought, actually, one of the last ones before I just switched over exclusively to albums and 8-tracks. All right, so next up, we've got the Paradise Theater here with the gala premiere and the rundown, and it's gone, sad times. We got the best of times and the worst of times. But I've got this not 45, I've got this album still on vinyl, and it's laser etched with the Paradise Theater picture on the grooves of the disc. Really, really cool. I believe, if I remember correctly, it's got all the tracks for the A and B side on one side, and that B side, that second side, is just the laser etched image. So that's really nice artwork there. Make sure we get you a good shot in focus. And here we go. The label, The Best of Times, and Lights, which Lights was from Cornerstone, which was the album before Paradise Theater. So there's again, Styx was really well known for doing that. They would take a song off the previous album and use it as the B-side for the recent single. So next up, we've got an ELO, Electric Light Orchestra, Telephone Line, and I do believe I did show this as well in a previous picture sleeve. I can't remember if it was the picture sleeve or just the disc alone, and that's why I decided I wanted to make sure to document this one again, because this is a green vinyl. Wait till we get done showing you the back of the picture sleeve here, because it's really cool. You know, shot of the lasers on the, but look at that green vinyl. Isn't that awesome? Telephone Line on the A side, and we've got Poor Boy, the Greenwood on the B side. But what a beautiful, beautiful piece of wax. Nice green. You can really see through it. Yeah, so you can see my fingers. It's really, really cool. Cool disc hat. And I got more than one of those. I'm pretty sure I had one outside of the picture sleeve, and that's what I had shown off previously. But if I duplicate it, I'm sorry. That's going to happen from time to time. I have the Tiger, Survivor. I know I've shown this disc, but I'm not sure if I showed this picture sleeve, because I do have quite a few copies of this disc. Looking at the back here, I think I did cover this picture sleeve in batch 1 or 2, but don't hurt nothing to cover it again. And like I said, I've got a whole bunch of these. Look at that independent records price tag, $1.79. Ooh, pricey. I've got quite a few of these copies that aren't in picture sleeves, so this was a very popular song. They sold a lot of these, and I don't remember the labels varying any from any of the copies that I've seen or that I remember seeing. But Take You on a Saturday always seems to be the B-side as well. But yeah, great song, good band. And moving on, we've got Mr. Tom Petty here, and I really do miss Tom. It's a crying shame how he left us, but what a great shot of him right there, huh? And it's Don't Do Me Like That from Damn the Torpedoes. I was a mediocre fan of his in the beginning, but as time went on, I liked his stuff more and more and more. Last Dance with Mary Jane was a song, I think, that really got me back into Tom. That really caught my ear, got my attention, and made me revisit his catalog. And like I said, Refugee was great. Got my attention in the very beginning when that first came out, and I liked him. But then I got a little bit more into the metal stuff, got away from Tom, and like I said, refound him sometime in the mid-90s. Don't Do Me Like That on the A side, and Casadega there on the B side of that 45 for you. But yep, love Tom, miss Tom. He was great. All right, now the Doobie Brothers, which is another band. Pretty much the same way with Tom. I was into the Doobie Brothers. I liked them. Mostly just the stuff I'd heard on the radio. I don't think I ever got any of their albums back in the 70s. And then about 10, 12 years ago, I started collecting up their catalog, and oh my lord, they had so much better songs that didn't make it on the radio. The early Doobie Brothers had a lot of really great stuff, and by the time you get to here with the Michael McDonald years, when they got a lot more commercialized, yeah, they're good songs, it's good music, but nowhere near as good as that early stuff that they were putting out. And if you like the stuff that you heard on the radio, if you like the Doobie Brothers, buy up some of their early albums. They've got even better songs that didn't get on the radio. What a Fool Believes, that was a big hit. Notice it was also co-written by Kenny Loggins. That's an interesting note to point out. But Minute by Minute was a huge breakout album for the Doobie Brothers. That's that's when you could say their moment, when they went out commercial, sold out, what some of their earlier fans would probably have said. But, they made it big. They did really well. And Don't Stop to Watch the Wheels being on the B-side there to that single, which was also another song off of Minute by Minute. I've got no problem with the band hitting success and having a breakout album and becoming huge. If they truly love the music and they believe in their music, what's wrong with doing a little more clean production and changing your style just a little bit? It's not always a bad thing to me. Now, if like in the case of Loverboy, they're doing music they don't even care about just to try and make a buck, that's a whole different story. But there's nothing wrong with a band having a big breakout album like Eliminator or the Black Album or Minute by Minute, all these albums. Georgia's Satellites, boy, they were here and gone fast, weren't they? I think they only had 2 big albums, Keep Your Hands to Yourself being a really big hit for them. I like Georgia Satellites. I like Southern Rock, Leonard Skinner and 38 Special, and Molly Hatchet especially. Loved Molly Hatchet. They were so great. The first 3 Molly Hatchet albums are just classic stuff to me. And just because I came from the South, doesn't mean that I was going to like that stuff. I'm not a fan of country music at all. But Southern rock, yeah, we can live with that. Now here's one of those darn silver prints on a bright background. You can't probably read that at all. You got to get it in the light just right. Keep your hands to yourself. Hard to see. And I really wish they had never done that. Can't Stand the Pain being the B-side there. Yeah, if that would have been in a white print or, anything better than that silver that just kind of washes out. So I've made that comment numerous times before, and I'm sorry if I keep repeating myself, but it's the way I feel. All right, Little River Band, Take It Easy on Me. Little River Band was a good band. They had a lot of great poppy songs there in the late 70s, maybe early 80s. And not a lot different to see there. The artwork's kind of crazy there, a little weird. But here we've got the A-side label for you. Take It Easy on Me. And the B-side being a song called Orbit Zero. All right, well that wraps up part 3 for us. Come on back for 4. There'll be a lot more.